Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone. Salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners, all right? I'm Brother Shamar Moff from Great Millstone, Miami. Also from the camp of Great Millstone, Southwest Florida, out here in the Fort Myers area. All right, coming to you, Akim wa Akwath, with another quick lesson. Okay, Lord's will this lesson be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. All right, this lesson is going to be centered around what has been transpiring in America, and I kind of want to touch on the Greenland situation a little bit. Okay, the past few days, all right, in which the Black Panthers have entered into the scene of protests. All right, out here in America to combat ICE. All right, you got dudes in Minneapolis. All right, arming themselves, communities arming themselves and standing guard. All right, against ICE. All right, so we're seeing a great division among these Americans. All right, and the scriptures tell us in Isaiah 19 that the Lord would set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. So we're seeing prophecies, all right, come to pass, man. We're living in these times, all right. So that's kind of what I want to touch on. All right, before I bring any precepts, I want to bring this article out from YahooNews.com. This came out yesterday. Well, so like this came out Tuesday. All right. I said Tuesday. Goofy. Thursday. Salaki Brothers. This came out Thursday, January 15th. Actually, all right. About a few days ago. All right. It says Philadelphia chapter of Black Panther Party provides support amid tensions between public and ICE. All right. Which this is a clear show of defiance. All right, when you see the people taking arms to go against, all right, federal task force, man, because the ICE agents, all right, which stands for Immigration Custom Enforcement, all right, they were sent out by the U.S. government, all right, by DJ Trump himself, in order to bottleneck and in order to suppress the amount of illegal immigrants that are here, which is always by design. All right, because why when Sleepy Joe was around, all right, he was allowing a whole bunch of migrants to flood in to America, just so DJ Trump could use that in a sense during his political campaign of him saying that he was going to clean up the streets. Well, this is how he's cleaning up the streets, man. All right, by sending his goon squads out there, all right, to put a clamp on the migrants, the illegals as they call them. But this is all a front, all right, because why? Who has been getting bombarded by ICE agents? Northern Kingdom, of course, and now Southern Kingdom, man. Southern Kingdom is now getting pushed around and bullied by ICE, and that's why the Black Panthers feel like they need to step in. Not only is Southern Kingdom getting pressed down and getting pressed by ICE, the average Edomite Americans are also getting pressed and pushed by ICE, man. Look at the situation that happened in Minnesota with the Caucasian lady getting dome tapped, all right, by an ICE agent, all right. So this is going to cause a great division among America. It's going to bring lack of trust from the commoners, all right, against the government, the feds, all right, and it's going to push the average people, all right, to want to arm themselves as we see they're doing, and make a defense, okay, against, all right, the powers that are at hand, all right, which is all prophesied, man. Okay, so uh, you brothers could just play this real quick, it's short.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You live in the neighborhood?
Yep, this is my block. This is my area. I don't go into other people's neighborhoods and try and intimidate them. I protect my people.
Are you giving out your name?
No, I'm okay with that. It's our neighborhood showing up.
You guys had a lot of people out here, right?
At least 30 or more.
Yeah.
40 or 50.
That's pretty good for a quick turnout.
All right, this guy has said what? He doesn't go into other people's neighborhoods and terrorize them. That was a direct blow at the ICE agents, man, because that's something that's been going on. People been complaining how the ICE agents roll up unmarked vehicles, jump out, snatch who they want, and anybody around them who's putting up a fight for that person, you get snatched up too. So now these individuals, this guy and whoever he's following, along with the well, he's a liberal, all right, liberal gun owners. This guy, as well as you see the Black Panther Party, they feel like they need to arm themselves, and I believe this guy, he had been interviewed, all right, and he talking about you know that everybody, he's telling that everybody in the communities should be arming themselves, because the ICE agents not gonna do nothing against people with bigger guns than them, man. All right, so you can see that there's gonna be a real standoff between the average Americans, all right, who bleed the Constitution, Edomites, all right, or the ones who want to be free, the liberals, or just those who feel oppressed. Jake, all these Americans, all right, are going to take up arms against Trump, all right, and whoever else, may be in power, which reminds me of the scriptures in 2nd Ezra 15, which we're going to get later on too, all right, where it says they should not regard their kings nor princes, man. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom," right? All right, so there's going to be a big event that's going to cause, all right, the Egyptians to go against the Egyptians, man. The average American is going to be fighting against, all right, Americans, man. Okay, and as well as, as you see, it says everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom, man. So these federalized task force are going to be met with resistance, and Trump had already gave all of them green lights to do whatever is needed, all right, to get the task done. That's why they've been so open with pulling the trigger, man. All right, because they feel like they're being impeded, so they need to get their job done, so they're willing to bust at a motherfucker, man. All right, and there's only so much of shooting at people that these motherfuckers out here gonna allow before they they grab their guns and shoot back, man. All right, and in turn that's gonna push Trump to do what? He's gonna end up enacting or invoking the Insurrection Act. Okay, Trump threatens to invoke the Insurrection Act. House Representatives should prepare now for workplace disruptions, man. Okay. All right. When federal troops deploy to American cities, when federal troops deploy to American cities, employers can experience challenges with attendance, travel, and more. All right. So yeah, man. So shit retarded, man. So like, yeah, pretty soon we're gonna see these streets locked down, man. All right. So what is the insurrection? Insurrection is an uprising against civil authority. All right. So yeah, a rising up, to rise up, man. Okay. And what's another word for insurrection? Sedition, man. Rebellion, revolt, uprising. All right. Revolution. Okay. Unrest. Okay. Rioting. Okay. So pretty soon, DJ Trump is going to get tired of people standing up against his authority, and he's going to enact the Insurrection Act, which is going to basically give him the power, all right, as we see with martial law, for him to lock shit down, okay, to impose curfews, all right, seizures of weapons, stuff like that, man. And that's going to end up pushing the people into another corner, which is going to make people fight even more, man. And then we're going to just see an all-out war out here in these streets real soon, man. Okay? Government against the average Joe. Average Joes against other average Joes, man. All right? It's going to be very chaotic out here, man. And this is why it's very important and imperative for us to seek and serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay? This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right? The course of their actions is going to stand in their power. Let's read this in the GNT real quick. Oh. It's a lock here. Come on, bro. Come on, bruh. I'm not fucking doing that shit. Okay. Let's just read this in the GNT real quick. Okay. Alright, 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, it says there will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another group and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. Alright. And we're gonna again see that spill over in the streets real soon, man. Okay. Now moving on to this Greenland situation, because Trump is still pressing on to try to gain Greenland. All right, but these European nations aren't having it so. Even Canada not having it so, which a couple of European nations, all right, have, as you see the headline here from U.S. Today, U.S. European nations send troops to Greenland. Is a takeover coming? All right, so some European nations have, dispatched, okay, troops, all right, to the region in the sense of putting up a defense against Trump. They're allies, man. All right, as President Donald Trump unleashes fresh threats of a U.S. takeover of Greenland, both the United States and several European nations have sent troops to the Arctic island in recent days, stirring speculation about whether a military skirmish between historic allies is on the horizon. And it is, man. All right, it is. The scriptures talk about what? A house being divided. All right. Let's get that real quick. All right. The house that is divided shall not stand. Mark 3 and 25, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And we see that, man. The house of Esau is divided. Okay, you even got Canada. Canada's, basically promising to send troops over there and to take the side of European nations to protect Greenland from the United States, man. So we living in some beautiful times, man. All right, right now is the time for us to be rejoicing. All right, to be solidifying our relationship with the Lord, man. Okay, because pretty soon shit is gonna hit the fan. Okay, this is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, we're in the beginning of sorrows, man. Things are about to intensify. All right, the whole world is at a state of war right now. All right, you got tensions over here in America. You got tensions overseas between America and different countries. You got tensions, amongst different nations All right, and countries and their governments, man. Everything is at a state of war right now, and pretty soon it's just gonna boil over into all out chaos, man. Okay, so with that, Lord's will, the sense was edifying. Shalom.